Ours shall be the wonder of the Western world. Our town shall be a little academy. You three, Barone, Dumaine, and Longville, have sworn for 3 years' term to live with me, my fellow scholars, and to keep the laws recorded in this document here. Your oaths have been sworn, and now write your names, that his signature may strike his honor down. That violates the smallest rule herein.
I am resolved. 'Tis but a 3 years fast. The mind shall banquet, though the body pine.
My love and friends, Dumaine is mortified. To love, to wealth, to pomp, I pine and die, with all these living in philosophy.
I can only repeat what I have said before. So much, dear liege, have I already sworn. That is to live and to study here in this town for 3 years. But there are other strict observances, such as not to see a woman in that term, which I hope is not written there. And then 1 day a week to touch no food, but 1 meal on every day besides, which I hope is not written there. And then to sleep but 3 hours in the night, which I hope is not written there. These are foolish tasks, too hard to keep. Not to see ladies, to study, to fast, not sleep.
You swore an oath to renounce these things.
I only swore to study with you and stay here in this town for 3 years.
You swore to that, Barone, and to the rest.
Yes, but then I swore in jest. But tell me, what is the purpose of study?
Why, that to know which else we should not know.
Yeah, that.
What he said.
All right, then, I will swear to study so, to know the thing I am forbid to know, as thus, to study where I well may dine, when I to feast expressingly am forbid, or to study where to meet some lady fine, when ladies from common sense are hid.
These are the obstacles that hinder study.
How well he's read to reason against reading. Well, go home, Barone. Adieu.
No, my good friend, I'll keep what I've sworn. Give me the paper, and to the strictest decrees, I'll write my name.
How well this yielding rescues thee from shame.
Item, that no woman shall come within a mile of the town. Hath this been proclaimed?
4 days ago.
Let's see the penalty. On pain of losing her tongue, who devises penalty?
Mary, that did I.
Why?
Fry them hence with that dread penalty.
A dangerous law against gentility. Item, if any man be seen to talk with a woman within the term of 3 years, he shall endure whatever public shame the rest of the town can possibly devise. This article, my liege, you yourself must break. For well you know that here comes the French king's daughter with yourself to speak about the surrender of Aquitaine to her decrepit, sick, and bedridden father. Therefore, this article is made in vain, or vainly comes the admired princess hither.
What say you, friends? Why, this is quite forgot. We must dispense with this decree. She must lodge here on mere necessity.
Necessity will make us all break our oaths. And so, the laws at large, I write my name. And he that breaks them in the least degree stands under penalty of eternal shame. But is there no lively recreation granted?
Ah, there it is. In our town, there is a man that keeps a saloon that hath a multitude of phrases in his brain. This man of compliments is known as Don Armand. During our studies, he shall tell us, in noble words, many tales of adventure. I do not know, my friends, if you will delight in him, but I love to hear his stories, and I will use them for my use.
Costard the cowhand shall be our sport. Shall have studied 3 years at short.
Sure. Don
Armada.
writes to you. There's villainy abroad. This letter will tell you more.
Sir, the contents of the letter are about me.
A letter from the magnificent Armada.
However low the matter of the letter is, I hope for high words.
The matter is to me, sir. As concerning Jacquinetta, the manner of it is, I will save you with the manner.
In what manner?
In manner and form following, sir. All those three. I was seen with Jacquinetta in the manor house, sitting with her upon a form, and taken following her down the street, which, put together, is, in manner and form, following.
Will you hear this letter with attention?
As you would hear an oracle.
Great deputy, sole ruler of Navarre, my soul is earth's god, and body's fostering patron.
Not a word of costard yet.
Peace. So it is, filled with a deep melancholy, I did commit the oppressing mood to the care of the most wholesome medicine of the health-giving air, and took a walk. The time when, about the 6th hour, when beasts most graze, and men sit down to that nourishment which is called supper. So much for the time when, now for the ground which I mean, I walked upon. It is called the street. There did I see that low-spirited swain, that base cowhand that amuses you,
Me?
that illiterate, ignorant soul,
Me?
that petty youth,
Still me?
which if I remember, is called costard.
Oh, me!
Sword and consorted, contrary to thy established proclaimed edict, with a
wench.
with a child of our grandmother Eve, a female, or for thy better understanding, a woman. Him I have sent to thee to receive his punishment by thy sweet grace's officer, Anthony Dull, a man of good repute, demeanor, and bearing.
It may please you to know that I am Anthony Dole.
Shh! For Jacquinetta, so is the girl called which I apprehended with the aforesaid swain, I shall bring her to trial. Thine, in all compliments of devoted and heart-burning heat of duty, Don Adriano Armada.
This is not so well as I looked for, but the best that ever I heard.
Aye, the best for the worst, but Sarah, what say you to this?
Sir, I confess I know the girl.
Did you hear the proclamation?
I do confess much of the hearing it, but little to pay attention to it.
It was proclaimed a year's imprisonment to be seen with the wench.
I was seen with none, sir. I was seen with the damsel.
It was also proclaimed damsel.
This was no damsel neither, sir. She was a maid.
It was also proclaimed maid.
Fine, then I was seen with a lass.
Sir, I'll pronounce your sentence. You shall fast for 3 days with bread and water.
I had rather pray a month with meat and potatoes.
And Don Armada shall be your judge. Barone, see him delivered there. And go we, friends, put into practice that which we have sworn.
Sierra,
I suffer for the truth, sir. For it is true I was taking Jacquinetta. And Jacquinetta is a true girl. And therefore I welcome this sour cup of affliction.
Why, sadness and melancholy are the same thing, dear Edith. No, sir, no. How can you tell the difference, my tender juvenile?
By familiar demonstration of the working, my tough senor.
Why, tough senor?
Why, tender juvenile.
I spoke it, tender juvenile, as a congruent description to thy age, which we may accurately describe as tender.
And I, tough senor, as an appropriate title for your old age, which you may call tough.
Pretty and apt.
How mean you, sir? I pretty, and my saying apt, or I apt, and my saying pretty?
Thou pretty because little.
Wherefore apt?
And therefore apt because quick.
Speaking this in my praise, sir?
In thy condign praise.
I will praise an eel with the same praise.
What, that an eel is apt?
That an eel is quick.
I do say thou art quick in answers, but I'm losing my patience.
I am answered, sir.
I have promised to study 3 years with the sheriff.
You may do it in an hour, sir.
Impossible!
Sir, how many is 1 times 3?
I am bad at math.
But I'm sure you know the gross sum that a deuce and an ace amounts to.
It doth amount to 1 more than 2.
Which the common people do call 3. True. Why, sir, would you study for so long? Now here is 3, I believe 3 times. And how easy it is to put the word years next to the number 3 and study 3 years in 2 words.
This is very well reasoned.
To prove you a 0.
I will hereupon confess, I am in love. And as it is base for me to love, so am I in love with a base wench. Comfort me, boy! What great man have been in love?
Hercules, sir.
Oh, sweet Hercules! Name more, and let them be men of good repute and bearing.
Samson, sir. He was a man of great repute and bearing, for he carried pound gates on his back. And he was in love.
Oh, strong jointed Samson! I am in love too! Who was Samson's love, dear moth?
A woman, sir.
Boy, I do love that country girl I found with that idiot costume. She deserves better. Sing to me, boy! My spirit goes heavy with love.
And that's a great marvel, loving a light wind.
I say sing!
I'm not singing today. Forbear, to this company be kept.
Sir, the sheriff would like you to keep Coster secure, and must fast for 3 days. As for this damsel, she is permitted to work as a dairymaid.
I do betray myself with blushing. Maid. Man, I will visit thee at the barn.
That's nearby.
I know where it is.
Lord, how wise you are.
I will tell thee wonders.
With that face.
I love thee.
So I heard you say.
And so farewell.
Fair weather after you.
Come, Jacqueminetta, away.
Villain, thou shalt fast for thy offenses ere thou be pardoned.
Well, sir, I hope when I do it, I shall do it on a full stomach.
Take this villain away. Shut him up.
Away! Let me not be locked up, sir. I will fast being loose.
No, sir, thou were fast and loose. Thou shalt to jail.
I do love the very ground, which is low. Wear her shoe, which is lower. Guided by her very foot, which is lowest, doth tread. I shall breathe my oath if I love. Yet was Samson so tempted, and he had excellent strength. Yet was Solomon so seduced, he had a very good wit. Cupid's arrow is too hard for Hercules' club, and therefore it is too much for my pistol. Assist me, some extemporal god of rhyme, for I am sure I shall write sonnets. Devise, wit, write, pen, for I shall compose whole volumes.
Now, madam, summon up your best wits. Consider who the king your father sends, to whom he sends, and what's his embassy. Yourself held precious in the world's esteem. To parley with Navarre, poor appertain, be thou as lavish with all beauties and graces, as nature was when she did starve the world of them, and generously gave them all to you.
Good Lord, Boyette, my beauty, though fair, needs not the hated flourish of your praise. Beauty is bought by the judgment of the eye, not uttered by base sale of merchants' tongues. But come to the task at hand. Good Boyette, I have heard that Navarre hath sworn a vow. Till painful study shall await 3 years, no woman may approach his town. Therefore, we select you as the best embassy for our cause. Tell him the daughter of the King of France, on serious business, craving quick dispatch, importunes personal conference with his grace.
Proud of employment, willingly I go.
Who are the other men from Ferdinand of Navarre?
Lord Longaville is one.
Know you the man?
I know him, madam. At a marriage feast in Orkney, saw I this long ago.
Ooh.
A man of noble parts, he is esteemed, skilled in the arts, and combat. Nothing ill comes from him as he wills it.
Who are the rest?
The young Dumaine, a well-accomplished youth. I saw him at the Duke of Alençon's once, and much too little of that good I saw.
Ooh.
My words will never do him justice.
Another of these students at the time was there with him, who were only calm, but a merrier man, within the limit of becoming mirth. I never spent an hour's talk with. His witty tongue speaks such apt and gracious words that everyone listens to him. God bless my ladies. Are they all in love, that everyone will garnish it with such bedecking ornaments of praise?
Here comes Boyette.
Are we to be admitted?
Navarre had notice of your fair approach, and he and his companions in oath were all prepared to meet you, gentle lady, before I came. Marry, thus much have I learned. He rather means to lodge you in this field, like one come to besiege his town, than seek exception for his oath and let you enter his house. Here comes Navarre.
Budget cut. Fair princess, welcome to the town of Navarre.
Fair, I give you back again. And welcome, I have not yet.
You shall be welcome, madam, to my town.
I will be welcome then. Conduct me thither.
Hear me, dear lady. We have sworn an oath.
Our lady help, my lord. He'll break his oath.
Well, your ladyship is ignorant what it is.
I hear thou hast sworn out hospitality. 'Tis deadly sin to keep that oath, my lord, and sin to break it. What? Pardon me. I am too bold all of a sudden. Grant to read the purpose of my coming and quickly resolve my petition.
Madam, I will, and soon if I can.
You should do it sooner than I were away, for you'll prove perjured if you make me stay.
Did not I dance with you in Brabant once?
Did not I dance with you in Brabant once?
I know you did.
How needless of it then to ask the question.
You must not be so quick.
Well, you're taking up a long time asking such questions.
Your wit's too hot, and speed's too fast. Twill tire.
Not to leave the rider in the mire.
God send you many lovers.
Amen. So you be none.
Nay, then we'll have you gone.
Madam, your father here doth state the payment of $100,000, but we've not received that sum. If the king your father can repay that one half which is unsatisfied, we will give up Aquitaine and hold fair friendship with his majesty.
You do the king my father too much wrong, and wrong the reputation of your own name, and saying you haven't received that which hath so faithfully been paid.
I do swear I never heard of it, and if you prove it, I will repay back, that sum and give up Aquitaine.
We take you at your word. Boyette can produce the receipts.
So please your grace, the package is not come. Tomorrow you shall have sight of them.
It shall suffice me, at which interview I will yield to what is reasonable. In the meantime, you shall receive such welcome at my hand as honor may offer to thy true worthiness. You may not come, fair princess, within my town, but here outside you shall be so well received that you should deem yourself lodged in my hall, though denied fair harbor. Farewell. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Madam, I pray you a word. What lady is that?
The heir of Alençon. Catherine is her name.
A gallant lady. Madam, very well.
Pray, madam, what is she in the pink?
A woman.
I desire her name.
She hath but one for herself. To desire that for a shame.
Pray you, madam, whose daughter is she?
Her mother's, I have heard.
You are impossible!
Good sir, be not offended. She is an heir of Falconbridge.
Nay, my anger is ended. She is a most sweet lady.
What's her name with the flower?
Rosaline.
Is she wedded or no?
To her will, sir.
Oh, you're very welcome, madam. Adieu.
Farewell to me, sir, and welcome to you.
That last is wrong. The merry man had for it. Not a word with him, but a jest.
And every jest but a word.
It was well done of you to take him at his word.
If my observation, which seldom lies, doesn't deceive me now, Navarre is infected.
With what?
With that which we lovers entitle affection.
Your reason.
His heart was solely captivated by you, dear madam. That all eyes saw his eyes enchanted with gazes. I'll give you Aquitaine if you'll give him for my sake but one loving kiss.
Come to my pavilion. Boyette is disposed.
I only have made him up of his eye by adding a tongue which I know will not lie.
Thou art my finger, and speakest cleverly.
She is Cupid's grandmother and learns news from him.
Go, tenderness ears. Release Coster the swain and bring him hither. He must carry a letter to my love. Away, as swift as lead, sir. What is thy meaning? Is not lead a metal heavy, dull, and slow?
Many may, honest sir, or rather, sir, no.
I say lead is slow.
You are too swift, sir, to say so. Is that lead slow which is fired from a gun?
Sweet smoke of rhetoric. He reputes me a cannon in the bullet that's he. I will shoot thee at the swain.
Bang then, and I flee.
A most shrewd juvenile. By thy favor, sweet sky, I must sigh in thy face. Most rude melancholy, valor gives thee place.
My herald is returned. A wonder, sir. Here's a costard broken in a shin.
But tell me, how was there a costard broken in a shin?
I will tell you sensibly, sir. Thou hast no feeling of him off, I will tell him. I, costard, running out that was safely within, fell over the threshold and broke my shin.
We will talk no more of this matter.
Till there be more matter in the shin.
Sir, I costard, I will enfranchise thee.
Enfranchise me? Oh, you mean you're gonna marry me to a girl named Frances?
By my sweet soul, I mean setting thee at liberty, and in lieu thereof, impose on me nothing but this. Bear this letter to the Deramay Jacqueminette. There is thy remuneration.
Moth, follow. Like the sequel, I see your costard. I do. Remuneration? Oh, that's a Latin word for 1 penny. 1 penny. Remuneration has a nice ring to it.
Oh, my good knave Coster, exceedingly well met.
Pray you, sir, how much silk ribbon may a man buy for a remuneration?
What is thy remuneration?
Marry, sir, 1 penny.
Why, then 1 penny's worth of silk.
I thank your worship. God be with you.
Stay, fellow, I must employ thee. Do one thing for me that I shall entreat.
When would you have it done, sir?
This afternoon.
Well, I will do it, sir. Fare you well.
Thou knowest not what it is.
I shall know, sir, when I have done it.
Why, villain, thou must know first.
I will come to your worship tomorrow morning.
It must be done this afternoon. Hark, knave, it is but this. The princess comes to hunt here in the field, and in her company is a gentle lady. Her name is Rosaline. Ask for her, and give her this letter. There's thy guerdon. Go.
Guerdon? Oh, sweet guerdon. Better than remuneration. 4 cents better. I will do it, sir. Guerdon, remuneration.
And I, forsooth, in love? I, that have been love's wit, a critic, nay, a watchman, that domineering schoolmaster over the boy, that senior junior giant dwarf Don Cupid, and I, to be a corporal in his field, that wears his colors like clown. What? I love, I court, I seek a wife? Nay, to be perjured, which is worst of all. And I, to sigh for her, to watch for her, to pray for her? This is a plague that Cupid will impose for my neglect of his almighty, dreadful little might. Well, I will love, write, sigh, pray, court, and groan. Some men must love my lady, and some don't.
Was that the sheriff that spurred his horse so hard against the steep uprising of the hill?
I know not, but I think it was not he.
Where he was, he showed a mounting mind. Well, friends, today we shall conclude our business here. On Saturday, we will return to France. But come, Forester, where is the bush that we must stand to play the murderer in?
Nearby, upon the edge of yonder thicket, is a stand where you may take the fair shoot.
I think my beauty that fair that shoot, which is why you call me the fair shoot.
Pardon me, madame, for I meant not.
What? First praise me, then again say no. Am I not fair?
Yes, madame, you are fair.
Nay, never flatter me now. Here, my good mirror, take this for telling true. Fair payment for foul words is more than due.
You are nothing but fair.
See, my beauty will be saved by merit. But come, the bow.
Here comes a member of the Commonwealth. Pray you, which is the head lady?
Thou shalt number, fellow. By the rest, have no heads.
Which is the greatest lady, the highest?
The tallest.
Are you not the chief woman? You are the tallest here.
What is your will, sir?
I have a letter from Monsieur Baron's one, Lady Rosaline.
Oh, thy letter. He's a good friend of mine. Stand aside, good bearer. Boyette, read it.
I am bound to serve.
By heaven, that thou art fair is most infallible.
Ooh la la.
True that thou art beauteous, truth itself that thou art lovely.
Get it, girl?
Thou art more fair than fair, beautiful than beauteous, truer than truth itself. Ow! The magnanimous and most illustrious King Cophetua set eye upon the pernicious and indubitable beggar maid Xenophon. This letter is mistook. It concerns no one here. It is written to Jacqueminetta from Don Adriano di Armato.
What plume of feathers wrote this letter? Did you ever hear better?
This Armato is a saloon keeper in town, an eccentric man who displays absurd pretensions and entertains the sheriff and his bunkmates.
Now, fellow, a word. Who gave thee this letter?
I told you, my lord.
To whom shouldst thou give it?
From my lord to my lady.
From which lord to which lady?
From Baron to a lady of France, which he called Rosaline.
Thou hast mistaken his letter. Come, friends, away. Here, sweet, take this. 'Twill be your turn another day.
The princess is an excellent shot.
the deer was, as you know, sun-bleached in blood, ripe as a juicy apple, who now hangeth like a jewel in the ear of Kylo, the sky, the welkin, the heaven, and soon falleth like a crab on the face of Terra, the soil, the land, the earth.
Truly, Mr. Holofernes, the epithets are sweetly varied, like a scholar. But, sir, I assure ye it was a 5-year-old buck that the princess shot.
Sir Nathaniel, how credo?
Was not an old grey doe, 'twas a pricket.
Most barbarous interruption. Yet, a kind of insinuation, as it were, in way of explication, facere, as it were, replication, or rather osentare, to show, as it were, his inclination, after his undressed, unpolished, uneducated, unpruned, untrained, or rather unlettered, or rather unconfirmed fashion, to insert again my howd credo for a deer.
I said 'twas not an old grey doe, 'twas a pricket.
Oh, thou monster ignorance, how deformed dost thou look?
Sir, he hath never fed of the dainties that are read in a book. He hath not eaten paper. As it were, he hath not drunken. His intellect is not replenished. He is only an animal, only sensible in the duller parts.
You two are learned men. Can you tell me what was 1 month old at Cain's birth that's not 5 weeks old as yet?
Dictina, Goodman Bill. Dictina.
What is Dictina?
A title to Phoebe, to Luna, to the moon.
The moon was a month old when Adam was no more, and reached up to 5 weeks when he came to 50. The allusion holds in the exchange.
'Tis true indeed. The collusion holds an exchange.
God comfort thy tiny brain. I say, the allusion holds in the exchange.
And I say the pollution holds an exchange. For the moon is never but 1 month old. And I say beside that, 'twas a pricket the princess killed.
Sir, I praise the Lord for you, and so do my parishioners. For your sons are well tutored by you, and their daughters profit very greatly under you. You are a good member of the Commonwealth.
If their sons be intelligent, they shall want no instruction. If their daughters be capable, I will put it to them. But, shh, listen.
Howdy.
The sole feminine saluteth us.
Good Master Carson, being so good as to read me this letter. It was given to me by Costar and sent by Don Armado. I beseech you, read it.
What are the contents? What, my soul? Verses?
Aye, sir, and very learned.
Let me hear a staff, a stanza, a verse. Legate, Dominic.
If love make me forsworn, how shall I swear to love? Though to myself forsworn, to thee I'll faithful prove. Those thoughts to me were oaks, to thee like osiers bow. Celestial as thou art, oh, pardon love this wrong, that sings heaven's praise with a
No. You find not the apostrophe, and so miss the accent. Let me study the poem. But girl, was this directed to you?
Aye, sir.
I will overglance the address. To the most beauteous Lady Rosaline from Barone. Nathaniel, this Barone is one of the sheriff's companions in study, and here he hath writ a letter to the princess's lady-in-waiting, which hath accidentally been misdelivered. Go, my sweet. Deliver this paper into the sheriff's own hand. It may concern much. Adieu.
Good Coster, go with me. And sir, God save your life. Have with me, my girl.
Sir, you have done this in the spirit of God very religiously.
But, to return to the verses. Did they please you, Nathaniel?
Yes, indeed.
I do dine today at the father's of a certain pupil of mine, where if it shall please you to join us, I shall prove those verses to be very unlearned, neither savoring of poetry, wit, nor invention. I beseech your society.
And thank you too. For society, say the text is the happiness of life.
Sir, I do invite you too. You shall not say me nay. Let's away. The gentles are at their game, and we will go to our recreation.
sheriff is hunting the deer, but I am chasing myself. I will not love her. Oh, but her eye. By this light, I would not love her. Yes, but for her 2 eyes. Well, I do nothing in the world but lie, and lie through my teeth. But by heaven, I do love, that it hath taught me to rhyme and to be melancholy. And here is part of my rhyme, and here my melancholy. Well, she hath one of my sonnets already. The fool sent it, the clown bore it, and the lady hath it. Sweet fool, sweeter clown, and sweetest lady. By this world, I would not care at all if the other 3 were in love too. Here comes one with the paper. God give him grace to groan. Ah, me. Shot by heaven, Cupid hath hit him with his arrow, and fate, secrets.
So sweet a kiss the golden sun gives not to those fresh morning drops upon the rose, as thy eye beams, when their fresh rays have smote the night of dew that on my cheeks down flows. Do but behold the tears that cell in me, and they thy glory through my grief will show. O Queen of Queens, how far dost thou excel? O Queen of Queens, how far dost thou excel? No thought can think, nor tongue of mortal tell. How shall she know my griefs? What, Longaville, reading? Listen here.
Now in thy likeness, one more fool appeared. I am forsworn.
In love, I hope, sweet fellowship and shame.
Am I the first that have been perjured so?
I could comfort you. I already know of 2.
Fear these stubborn limes lack the power to move. Oh, sweet Maria, empress of my love. Nah, these verses I will tear and write in prose. I will send this. Did not the heavenly rhetoric of thine eye persuade my heart to this false perjury? O woman, I forswore, but I will prove. Thou being a goddess, I forswore not thee. My vow was earthly, thou heavenly love. Thy grace being gained, curse all disgrace in me. But if by me broke, what please know to win a paradise. By whom shall I send this? Company? Aye.
O most divine page, O most profane coxcomb. Oh, that I had my wish, and I had mine.
And mine too, good Lord.
Amen, so I had mine. Once more I'll read the ode that I've written. Once more I'll mark how love can vary wit. On a day, alack the day, love whose month is ever May, spite of blossom passing fair, playing in the wanton air. But alack, my hand is sworn, never to pluck thee from thy thorn. If I will lack for youth and meet, youth so apt to pluck a sweet, do not call it sin in me, that I am forsworn for thee. Oh, would the sheriff, Brown and Longbow were lovers too, for none offend, we're all alike do dote.
To me, you may look pale, but I should blush, I know. We are hurried and taken that one so.
Come, sir, you blush. As is, your case is such. You chide it, offending twice as much. Do you not love Maria, Longville? Did you never write her a sonnet? I have been closely hidden and marked you both, and for you both did blush. I have heard your guilty rhymes, observed your passions. What would Barone say if he heard of this? How will he scorn? How will he spend his wit? For all the wealth that I ever did see, I would not have him know so much by me.
Ah! Good, my liege, I pray ye pardon me. What grace hast thou thus to scold these worms for loving so, that art most in love? In your eyes, is there no certain princess that appears? Are you not ashamed? Nay, all 3 of you, to thus be discovered. What a scene of foolery I've seen, of sighs, of groans, of sorrow, and of grief.
Too bitter is thy jest. Are we betrayed thus to thy overview?
Not you by me, but you betray to me. I, that am honest. I, that hold it to sin, to break the vow I am engaged in. And when have you seen me write a thing in rhyme?
Chairperson!
What paper hast thou there?
Some certain treason.
What makes treason here?
I beseech your grace, let this letter be read. Our parson misdoubts it, 'twas treason, he said.
Bro, read it over. Who gave it to him?
Gostar.
Who gave it to him?
Don
Armand. Why dost thou tear it?
A toy, my liege, a toy. Your grace hath no need for it.
It did move him to passion, and therefore, let's hear it.
It is Baron's writing, and hear his name. Iron bottom Loggerhead! You were born to do me shame! Guilty, my liege, guilty. I confess.
What?
He, you, my liege, and I are pig purses in love. I will dismiss this audience, and I shall tell you more.
Away!
Walk aside the true folk and let the traitors stay.
Oh, sweet lords, sweet lovers, let us embrace. As true we are as flesh and blood can be, and therefore, in any case, must we be forsworn.
What? These torn of lines show some love line?
Did they ask you, who sees the heavenly Rosalind? What peremptory, eagle-sighted eye dare look upon the heaven of her brow that is not blinded by her majesty? But what of this? Are we not all in love? Oh, nothing so sure, and thereby all forsworn.
Then leave this chat, good Baron, and prove our loving lawful and our faith not told.
Aye, Mary, there is some flattery for this evil.
Oh, some authority how to proceed, some tricks, some quibbles, how to cheat the devil.
Consider what you first did swear unto: to study, to fast, and to see no women. Flat treason against the king's sake. Oh, we have made a vow, friends, and in that vow we have forsworn our books. From where would you, my liege, or you, find the grounds for study's excellence without the beauty of a woman's face? From woman's eyes, I derive this doctrine. They are the books, the arts, and the schools that show, contain, and nourish all the world. And therefore fools we were these women to forswear, or by keeping what is sworn, we will prove fools. And so let us all break our oaths to find ourselves, or else we'll lose ourselves to keep our oaths.
Saint Cupid then, and soldiers, to the field.
Shall we resolve to woo these girls of France?
And win them too. Therefore let us devise some entertainment for them in their tents.
An excellent notion. Away, away!
Sir, I praise God for you. For your reasons at dinner have been sharp and sententious, witty without affectation, audacious without impudency, learned without opinion, and superior without heresy. I did converse this day with the companion of the sheriff, whose name is Don Adriano de Armada.
His humor is lofty, his discourse peremptory, his tongue smooth, his eye ambitious, his gait majestical, and his general behavior vain, ridiculous, and boastful. He is too refined, too spruce, too affected, too odd, as it were, too outlandish, as I may call it.
A most singular and choice epithet. Vidi qui suenet.
Video, et yadeo.
Good sirs, we come in peace.
Salutations.
They have been at a great feast of languages and stolen the scraps.
Do you not educate you at the schoolhouse on the top of yonder hill?
I do, sans question.
Sir, it is the sheriff's most sweet pleasure to visit the princess at her pavilion in the posteriors of this day, which the rude multitude call the afternoon.
The posterior of the day, most generous, sir, is suitable, congruent, and measurable for the afternoon. The word is well chosen, sweet and dapper. I do assure you, sir.
The sheriff would have us present the princess with some delightful ostentation, or show, or pageant, or antic, or firework. Now, understanding that the curate and your sweet self are good at such eruptions and sudden breaking out of mirth, as it were, I have acquainted you with to the end to crave your assistance.
Sir, you shall present before her the 9 worthies.
Where will you find actors worthy enough to present them?
Alexander the Great, yourself. Myself, Judas Maccabeus. This swain shall pass Pompey the Great. The page, Hercules.
Pardon, sir. He is not big enough to play Hercules.
Have no fear. He shall present Hercules as a child. He can enter and exit while strangling a snake.
An excellent solution. Who will play the rest of the worthies?
I will play 3 myself.
Right, worthy gentlemen.
Deputy Door, thou hast spoken no word all this while.
Nor understood none neither, sir.
Most dull, honest dull. Come, we will employ thee to our sport. Away.
Sweethearts, we shall be rich ere we depart, if gifts come thus plentifully in. Look you, what I received from the loving sheriff.
Madam, came nothing else along with that?
Nothing but this. Yes, as much love and rhyme as be crammed up in a sheet of paper. Rich or both sides, the margin and all. But, Rosaline, you have a gift too. Pray, who sent it, and what is it?
I would you knew.
Look at this!
Nay, I have verses too. I think, Bruin, I'm the fairest goddess on earth, and compared to 20,000 fairs. Oh, he hath drawn my picture in his letter.
Anything like?
Much in the letter. Nothing in the praise.
But, Catherine, what was sent to you from Ferdinand?
Madam, this glove.
Did he not send you too?
Yes, madam, and moreover, some 1,000 verses of a faithful lover. A huge translation of hypocrisy, vilely compiled and profoundly foolish.
This, in these pearls, to me, sent long ago.
The letter is too long by half a mile.
Dost thou not wish the chain were longer and the letter short?
Aye, what are these hands might never part.
We are wise girls to mock our lovers so.
They are worse fools to purchase mocking so.
Here comes Boyette, and mirth is in her face.
Oh, I am stabbed with laughter. Where's her grace?
Thy news, Boyette.
Prepare, madam, prepare. Arm, wenches, arm! Love doth approach, disguised.
What? Are they that come against us? Say, Scout, say.
Under the cool shade of the sycamore, I thought to close mine eyes in half an hour, when lo, to interrupt my purpose rest, came the sheriff and his companions. Warily I stole into a neighboring thicket, and overheard what you shall overhear, that, by and by, disguised, they will be here.
Come they to visit us?
They do, and are apparel bucks, like roguish outlaws as I guess. Their purpose to parley, court, and dance, and each man will perform a feat of love for his mistress, whom he'll know by gifts, which he did bestow.
Will they? The gallants shall be tasked. For, ladies, we will everyone be masked, and not one of them shall see his lady's face. Rosaline, this bracelet thou shalt wear, so shall the sheriff court thee for his dear.
Oh.
Take thou this, my sweet, and give me thine. So shall Baron take me for Rosaline, and change you gifts too. So shall your loves be contrary, deceived by these removes.
But in
She's changing. What is your intent?
The effect of my intent is to cross theirs. They do it but in mockery merriment, and mock for mock is only my intent.
The master's gone. All hail the richest beauties on the earth, a holy parcel of the fairest dames that ever turned their backs to mortal views.
Their eyes, idiot, their eyes.
That ever turned their eyes to mortal views. Out of your favors, heavenly spirits, vouchsafe not to behold.
Once to behold rogue.
Once to behold with your sunbeamed eyes. With your sunbeamed eyes.
Is this your perfectness? Be gone, you rogue.
What would these strangers? Know their minds, Boyette.
What would you with the princess?
Nothing but peace and gentle visitation.
Nothing but peace and gentle visitation.
Why? That they have, so bid them be gone.
She says you have it and you may be gone.
Tell her we have measured many miles to dance a measure with her on this grass.
They say they have measured many miles to dance a measure with you on this grass.
Ask them how many inches is in 1 mile. If they have measured many, the measure then of 1 is easily told.
If you have measured miles and many miles, the princess bids you tell how many inches doth fill up 1 mile.
I don't remember 6th grade math.
What are you doing? 63,360. Nah, that can't be.
Tell her we measure by weary steps.
She hears herself.
How many weary steps of the many weary miles you have orgone are numbered in the travel of 1 mile?
We number nothing that we spend for you. Our duty is so rich and so infinite that we may do it without calculation. Vouchsafe to show the sunshine of your face, that we may worship it.
But my face is but a moon and clouded too.
At least grant us one dance.
Play music then. Not yet! No dance. Thus I change like the moon.
Will you not dance? How come you thus estrange?
Since you're strangers and come here by chance, we will not be nice. Take hands. We will not dance.
Why take we hands then?
Only to part, friends. Curtsy, sweethearts. And so the measure ends.
If you do not dance, let's hold one chat.
In private then.
I would be best pleased with that.
Sweet mistress, one sweet word for me.
Honey, milk, and sugar. There's 3.
One word in secret. May it please you to exchange a word?
Nay,
Fair lady,
say you so, fair lord. Take that for your fair lady.
please do as much in private, and I'll bid adieu.
What? Was your mask made without a tongue?
I know the reason, lady. Why you ask?
Oh, for your reason? Quickly, sir. I long to hear it.
One word in private with you, ere I die.
Bleat softly then, the butcher hears you cry.
The tongues of mocking wenches are as keen as is the razor's edge invisible, cutting a smaller hair than may be seen. Above the sense of sense so sensible, seemeth their conference. Their conceits have wings, fleeter than arrows, bullets, wind, thought, swifter things.
Not one word more, my maids. Break off.
By heaven, I'll beat you with your scoff.
Farewell, madam wenches. You have simple wits.
20 used by outlaws. Are these the breed of which so wondered at?
But will you hear? The sheriff is my love sworn.
And Barone hath plighted faith to me.
And long ago was for my service born.
Humane is mine, the Shrewsbury country.
Madam and pretty mistresses, give ear. Immediately again, they will be here in their own shapes, for it can never be. They will digest this harsh indignity.
Will they return?
They will, God knows, and leap for joy, though they be laden with blows.
What shall we do if they return in their own shapes?
Good madam, if by me you'll be advised, let us mock them still. Let us complain of what fools were here, disguised like outlaws in shapeless gear. The gallants are at hand.
All hail, sweet madam, and fair time of day. We have come to visit you here, and purpose now to lead you to our town.
This field shall hold me, and so hold your vow. Neither God nor I delight in perjured men.
But you have lived in isolation here, unseen, unvisited, much to our shame.
Not so, my lord. It is not so, I swear. A group of outlaws left us but of late.
How, madam? Outlaws?
Aye, in truth, my lord. Trim gallants, full of courtship and pomp.
Good madam, speak true. It is not so, my lord. We were indeed confronted here with foreign strange habit, and here they stayed an hour and talked a great deal. But in that hour, they did not bless us with one happy word. I dare not call them fools, but this I think, when fools are thirsty, they gladly have a drink.
This jest is dry. Gentle sweet, your capacity is of that nature that to your huge storehouse, wise things seem foolish and rich things but poor.
This proves you wise and rich. For in my
I am a fool and full of poverty.
But that to take what doth to you belong, it were a fault to snatch words from my tongue.
Oh, I am yours and all that I possess.
All the fool mine?
I cannot give you less.
Which of the masks was it that you wore?
Where? When? What mask? Why demand you this?
There then, that mask, that superfluous case that hid the worst and showed the better face.
We are caught. They'll mock us now downright.
Let us confess and turn it to a jest.
Dumbfounded, my lord. Why do you look sad?
He'll swoon! Why look you pale?
Thus pour the stars down plagues for perjury. Here stand I, lady, dart thy skill in me, bruise me with scorn, thrust thy sharp wit quite through my ignorance, and I wish thee never more to dance, nor ever more to court in some strange habit. Henceforth, my wooing mind shall be expressed, in plain yeas and honest no's. And to begin, lady, my love for thee is sound, sans crack or flaw.
Teach us, sweet madam, for our rude transgression, some fair excuse.
The fairest is confession. Were you not here, but even now, disguised?
Madam, I was.
When you then were here, what did you whisper in your lady's ear?
That more than all the world I did respect her.
When she shall challenge this, you will reject her?
Upon mine honor, no.
Rosaline, what did the outlaw whisper in your ear?
Madam, he swore that he did hold me dear, as precious as eyesight, and did value me above this world, adding thereto moreover, that he would wed me or die my lover.
God give thee grace of him. The noble lord most honorably doth uphold his word.
What mean you, madam? By my life, my troth, I never swore this lady such an oath.
By heaven you did! And to confirm a claim you gave me this, but take it, sir, again!
My faith, and this the princess I did give. I knew her by the jewel on her arm.
Pardon me, sir. This jewel did she wear. And Lord Baron, I thank him, is mine. What? Will you have me or your pearl again?
Neither or either. I remit both of them. I see the trick you're playing. You plotted, knowing aforehand of our merriment, to dash it like a Christmas comedy. Some tattletale told of our intents, which, once disclosed, the ladies did exchange gifts. And then we, following the signs, wooed by the sign of she, we are again forsworn. Welcome, herewith, thou part's the fair fray.
They would know whether the worthies shall come in or no.
Art thou one of the worthies?
It please them to think me worthy of Pompey the Great.
Go bid them, prepare.
Yes, sir. Hooray!
Rome will shame us. Let them not approach.
We are shame-proof, my lord.
I say they shall not come.
Nay, my good lord, let me humble you now. Sport best pleases that doth somehow.
I guess.
so much expense of thy royal sweet breath, as will utter abrasive words.
Doth this man serve God?
Why ask you this?
He speaks not like a man of God's making.
Here is like to be a good company of worthies. He presents Hector of Troy, the cowhand, Poppy the Great, the parish curate, Alexander, Armado's page, Hercules, and the schoolmaster, Judas Maccabeus.
I, Pompey, am Pompey, surnamed the Big.
The Great.
It is great, sir. Surnames the Great, that often field with sword and shield did make my foe to sweat. And traveling along this coast,
Watch it, buddy.
I here come by chance to lay my arms before the legs of this sweet lass of France. If your ladyship would say, thanks, Pompey, I had done.
Great thanks, great Pompey.
I hope I was perfect. I made a little fault in great.
By Jove, I think Pompey will prove the best of the worthies.
When in the world I lived, I was the world's commander. By east, west, north, and south, I spread my conquered might. My shield plainly declares that I am Alexander.
Oh, the conqueror is dismayed. Proceed, good Alexander.
When in the world I lived, I was the world's commander.
Most true. 'Tis right. You are so, Alexander.
Poppy the Great,
Your servant, Anne Costard.
take away the conqueror. Take away Alexander.
A conqueror, and a feared to speak. Run away for shame, Alexander. Look you, a foolish, mild man, an honest man, and soon dashed. He is a marvelous good neighbor, and a very good bowler. But there are worthies coming who will speak better.
Stand aside, good Pompey.
Great Hercules is presented by this imp, whose club killed Cerberus, that three-headed Canus, and when he was bade, child, shrimp. Thus did he strangle Cerberus in his minus. Since he's seen that in my door.
Yeah.
Keep some state in that makes it. And punish. Judas I am.
A Judas?
Not Iscariot, sir. Judas I am. Called Maccabeus.
Judas Maccabeus shortened. It is plain Judas.
A kissing traitor.
Judas I am.
The more shame for you, Judas.
I will not be put out of countenance.
Because thou hast no face.
What is this?
The head of a bodkin, face of an old Roman coin.
The pommel of Caesar's sword, and now forward, we have put thee in countenance.
You have put me out of countenance.
False. We have given thee faces.
But you have outfaced them all. This is not generous, not gentle, not humble.
Alas, poor Maccabeus, how we have been conquered.
Here comes Hector, in arms.
What is this, Hector?
I think Hector was not so well built.
The omnipotent Mars of Lances the Almighty gave Hector a gift.
A gilt nutmeg. A lemon stuck with cloves.
The omnipotent the Almighty gave Hector a gift, the heir of Ilium, a man so brilliant that certain he should fight from morn till night out of his pavilion. I am that flower!
That midst, that carmine.
Sweet Lord Monville, rein in thy tongue.
Let's rather give it rain before it runs against Hector.
The sweet warm ram is dead and rotten. Gentles, beat not the bones of the barren. But I will forward with my speech.
Speak, brave Hector. We are much delighted.
This Hector far surmounted Hannibal.
God save you, madame.
Welcome, Mercady. That thou interruptest our merriment.
I'm sorry, madame, for the news I bring is heavy in my tongue. The king, your father.
Dead. For my life.
Even so, my tale is told.
Were these away, the scene begins to cloud.
How fares you, knight?
Boyette, prepare. I will away tonight.
Madam, not so. I do beseech you stand.
I thank you, gracious lords, for all your fair endeavors. Farewell, my worthy lord.
The morning brow of prodigy forbid the smiling courtesy of love. But since love's argument was first on foot, let not the cloud of sorrow jostle it from what it purposed, since the cry for friends lost is not so profitable as to rejoice at friends but newly found.
I understand you not. My griefs are doubled.
Honest, plain words best pierce the ear of grief. By this testimony, understand the sheriff. For your fair sakes have we neglected time, played foul plays with our others. Your beauty, ladies, hath much deformed us, fashioning our humors even to the opposed end of our intentions. And what in us hath seemed ridiculous, have become unbecoming to our oaths and dignities. We, to ourselves, prove false by being once false, forever to be true to those that make us both fair ladies, you.
We have received your letters full of love, your gifts, the symbols of your love, and in our maiden council rated them as flirtation and jest. But more solemn than this in all respects, have we not met them in their own fashion like a merriment?
Our letters, madam, showed much more than jest. So did our looks.
We did not regard them so.
Now, at the latest minute of the hour, grant us your loves.
A time, methinks, too short to make a world without end bargaining. No, my lord, your grace is perjured much, and therefore I say this. If for my love you will do anything, this shall you do for me. Go to some forlorn and barren hermitage, remote from all the pleasures of the world. There, stay until the 12th have completed the year. If this austere, insociable life change not your offer made in heat of blood, then, at the expiration of the year, come, challenge me, and by this virgin palm, now kissing thine, I will be thine. Until that instant, shut my woeful self in the morning house, raining the tears of lamentation for remembrance of my father's death. If this thou do deny, let our hands part, neither entitled to the other's heart.
If this, or more than this, I would deny, to flatter up these powers of mine with jest, the sudden hand of death close up mine eye. Hence hermit then, my heart is in thy breast.
But what to me, my love? A wife?
A beard, fair health, and honesty. With threefold love, I wish you all these three.
Oh, shall I say, I thank you, gentle wife.
Not so, my lord. A 12th and a day all mark no words that smooth-faced wooers say. Come when the sheriff doth to my lady come. Then, if I have much love, I'll give you some.
I'll serve thee true and faithfully till then.
Yet swear not, lest ye be forsworn again.
What says Maria?
At the 12th end, I'll change my black gown for a faithful friend.
Stay with patience, but the time is long.
Mistress, look on me. Impose some service on me for thy love.
Oft have I heard of you, my lord Baron. Before I saw you, and the world's large tongue proclaimed you a man full of mocks. To weed this whirlwind from your fruitful brain, and therewithal to win me, without which I am not to be won. You shall this 12-month term, from day to day, visit the speechless sick. Your task shall be with all the fierce endeavor of your wit to make the poor, suffering invalid smile.
To move wild laughter in the throat of death? It cannot be. It is impossible. Mirth cannot move a soul in agony.
A just prosperity often lies in the ears of him that hears it, but never in the mouth of him that makes it. Then, if sickly ears, deafened by the sounds of their own groans, will continue to hear your idle mocks, continue then, and I will have you, and that fault as well. But if they will not, throw away your mocking, and I shall find you empty of that fault, right joyful of your reformation.
The 12th month? Well, befall what will befall. I'll jest a 12th month in a hospital.
Aye, and so, my good lords, I take my leave.
No, madam. We will bring you on your way.
Our wooing doth not end like an old play. Jack hath not Jill. These ladies' courtesy might have given our tale a happy ending.
Come, sir. It lacks a 12-month and a day, then to a land.
That's too long for a play.
Sweet madam, vouchsafe me,
Is that not Hector?
I will kiss thy royal hand and take my leave. But, most esteemed greatness, will you not hear a song from the worthies? It should have followed in the end of our show.
Call them forth quickly. We will do so.
Approach! The words of Mercury are harsh after the songs of Apollo. You that way, us this way.